All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Um, yeah, man, pretty much as we've been telling you, okay, we've been saying this for man, I don't know how long, but we're pretty much at that point, okay, where some sooner than others, but you have to make that decision, all right, where it's either you go all out for the Lord or you go all out for Esau. All right. That ultimatum, all right, is coming. Okay, and it's not gonna wait till the chip comes. It's gonna start right now with this. All right, so it says, can employers fire employees that choose not to take the potion? Um, and as you're gonna see in this article, a lot of them are saying yeah. Okay. Now, as what's his name? Joe Biden said, he said he's not gonna mandate it to where people. And man, we've been saying this, man, that he said he's not going to mandate it to where people they're going to tell you, oh, you have to take it, but he's going to quote unquote do everything in his power to encourage people to do the right thing. All that means is we're not going to tell you you have to take it. We're just going to make it impossible for you to live without taking it. So, and that's what we've been saying, to where they put that indirect pressure on you. Oh no, you don't have to take it. But only those who do take it can go to work. Only those who do take it can go to the store. Only those who do take it can go to school. Only those who do take it can get a stimulus check. Knowing damn well that things are so bad that if you don't, if you're not getting that help, and here it is, you might be a business owner, or somebody that was working that got laid off, and you would probably get unemployment or whatever the case may be. Oh, sorry, only those who do take it can continue to get these benefits. So you see how they don't even have to say everybody has to take it. All they can do is just, quote unquote, as he used, encourage those to do the right thing. All right. And basically demonize those that don't want to take it. So it says the potion is not even available yet, but the mainstream media is already full of stories about whether or not it is legal for employers to fire employees that refuse to take it. To me, it is not even a debate that we should be having. It would be fundamentally anti American and morally reprehensible for any employer to fire someone for choosing not to get the potion. But see, that's the thing though. The America you knew is gone. All right. It says unfortunately, the mainstream media does not see things that way, and they are interviewing lots of legal experts that are assuring employers that it is perfectly legal to fire people that don't want to take the potion. All right, and you know what I mean when I say that. Okay, so it's perfectly legal to fire people that don't want to take the potion. And once again, this is that separation. Okay, it's gonna come because hey, with how hard things have got, it's very difficult for you to get another job if you lose this job. You know, and now in your mind you're like, well, this is how I pay the bills. This is how I keep the lights on. You know, maybe you're the only one working in your family. Or maybe you live by yourself. You know, and you're just barely getting by, and now you're about to get hit with this. Once again, it's all testing your faith. See, when the Lord had Abraham, he told him to go sacrifice Isaac. He knew that Abraham, that's something that, it's like, damn, there's no way out of that. You can't wiggle your way out of that. That's either you're all for me and you're going to do it, or you're not. Now, the Lord ultimately wasn't going to have Abraham do it, but he wanted it to feel. He wanted Abraham to feel like he had to do it, like there was no way out, so that he could see if that really was the case, would Abraham do it? So the Lord will make it feel as real as possible. He won't make you feel like it's just a test. He'll make you feel like this is what your life depends on. You either lose your job or lose whatever is your benefits, your comfortability for him, or you lose him for those things. And he's not, and it'll feel very, very difficult and real, but understand that what you fear, all right, ultimately, if you're of the elect, the Lord isn't going to let that come to pass. See, if you fear losing your job, you can't keep your lights on, you can't pay the rent, you can't buy groceries. That fear is what will make you say, okay, fine, I'll just take the potion and da blah 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 blah. Okay. Now, if you say, all right, to hell with that fear, I'm still gonna trust in the Lord. The Lord's gonna say, all right, you passed the test. Don't worry, I'll find you another way to keep your lights on and get you the food you need, so on and so forth. You know, but it's a test, okay? For example, and not saying that just because it's a test, all you got to do is just say, oh yeah, okay, I decided I'm not gonna take the potion, and then right then and there the test ends. Nah, the Lord has many ways to test your faith. All right, so it says, for example, the following comes from a CNBC article. In general, yes, employers are able to mandate the potion when it becomes available, with, of course, a bunch of caveats, says employment lawyer Lindsay Ryan, listing possible exemptions for those with specific medical conditions and those with sincerely held religious convictions. If religious convictions really did protect employees, that would be great. From my perspective, any employee that refuses to take the potion based on a sincerely held religious conviction should definitely be shielded from being fired under federal law. Now, do you understand this is why they came out and said they're going to set up spiritual and religious leaders, all right, to come and basically validate that it's okay? So let's say you're a so-called Christian and you're saying, well, it's against my religion to take this. But yet there's a Christian pastor on the TV saying that it's perfectly safe. You can take this if you're a Christian. It's not breaking any laws. There's a Catholic priest telling you it's perfectly safe. You can take this. It's not breaking any biblical laws. What you think the employees are gonna do? They're gonna look at you. They're gonna look at what the pastor or the priest is saying, and they're gonna say, "Do you know more than him?" you know. And they're not gonna take your word over his. So they're gonna say, well, yeah, look, your pastor's a so-called Christian, and he said that it's okay. So whatever you're saying, you know what I'm saying, then I don't, I'm gonna go with what he said. So that means that you have to take it. This is not valid, Or if you're a Muslim and they set up some, priest or whatever in there to come out and say, oh no, actually there's nowhere in the Quran that says you can da 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 da. Whatever it may be, okay, they're gonna hit you with it. But ultimately those that are of the elect is gonna succeed. You're gonna be able to deny it and you're still gonna be able to succeed. If you're not of the elect, you can deny it, but things might not turn out too well for you. Okay? It says, so your best chance is to repent, to come to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and trust in him. All right, trust in them, trust in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right, and that's your best bet, man. Okay, so it says, unfortunately, the CNBC article goes on to explain why federal law is probably not going to protect any person of faith from mandatory potion requirements. Why? Because the federal government wants you to take the potion. Okay, that means they care more about you taking the potion than you not. They are part of campaigns that push people to take it. So why the hell would they protect you or allow you or help you find a loophole to go against them? Their goal is for you to take it. So even if there is a loophole, they wouldn't protect you. They wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? They're all in favor of everybody taking this potion. So you could say, well, the federal government could. The federal government is like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. you know, says Ryan emphasized that state laws regulating what constitutes reasonable accommodation. See, what they could do is you could say, well, I'll take it higher than this employer, and then when you take it to the higher ups, they're gonna say, oh well, we can't really do anything. It's in the hands of the employer, and so they send you back down to the employer, and now you're at the mercy of this employer. All right, and they're about to start taking out these old people, man, in these homes, these senior homes, these healthcare workers. You know, man, we're gonna see how this thing plays out. It says because it's not, it's not, they're saying that just because you take the potion doesn't mean that the pandemic just disappears. So what are you saying, that it's still gonna be there even after you take the potion? you know and if it is still gonna be there, could it get deadlier? Whatever, what could the case be? Could you say it mutated? you know Could you put something into the potion, and when people take it and they start getting hurt and having side effects, you say, "Oh no, that's just a mutation." All right, this is why you need your second dose. Hey, we'll see. It says, Ryan emphasizes that state laws regulating what constitutes reasonable accommodations for religious groups vary significantly, but that under federal law, employers don't have to grant a religious accommodation if doing so would result in more than a de minimis cost to the operation of the business. De minimis is Latin for minimal or of minimum importance. So if them granting you a religious accommodation is going to result in um, more than just a minimal cost, okay, to their business, they don't have to do it. So if it's going to affect their business, greatly, all right, and that's subjective. That's up to them. All right, they don't have to do it. So a restaurant, for example, boss says, I need everybody who's going to work here, I need you to take the potion, because nobody's going to want to come and eat in my store or in my restaurant if they know that my employees don't have the potion. So they're not gonna, what I'm saying, feel safe eating here. So therefore, that's you're doing a lot of damage to my business. So I'm not gonna give you any exemptions. You know, because a lot of these businesses are also gonna be, hey, they're gonna tell them, look, if you want to be able to open back up, you got to make sure your employees are such and such. Hey, they're doing that now with the masks. If you go into certain areas without a mask, they could get fined. So they're like, look, I get in trouble if you don't have it. So if you want to come in here or you want to work here, you got to have it. you know so it says and a lot of them are also receiving assistance from the government or when they bring that back. So here it is, they telling these businesses, hey, if you don't have all your employers and all your customers having the potion, we're not going to fund you, and if we don't fund you, you know what's going to happen. So it says Ryan says it's a pretty low standard, meaning many employers will likely have legal ground to require the potion. In other words, under federal law, there is hardly any protection at all for workers that wish to refuse the potion. So this is where you got to start putting it in your mind. Get your mind ready that there very, very soon, sooner than you think, you're going to walk into work, or you going, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, you're going to get an email. It's going to tell you, hey, look, this is the new thing. Get it and show your proof, or don't come back. You can consider yourself gone, and they're gonna give you a time too. Bring it by your next shift, or bring it by next week, da da da, or else we're gonna have to let you go. We're gonna find somebody else who's going to. Hey, this is the kind of stuff, the ultimatums that you're gonna be faced with. So how strong is your faith? Is it strong enough for you to trust in the Lord and understand that, hey, look, it was the Lord's will ultimately that I did get this job, and that I was able to provide food on the table through this job. But that was just one way the Lord could feed me and protect me. So if it is his will that I should lose this job for his sake, then guess what? I'll do it, and I know he has many other ways of still getting me the things that I need, of still getting me the shelter and the clothes, because the scriptures say the Lord knows that you have need of it. So it's about having faith in him that he'll find another way to get you the same things you need. It's not difficult. But in the flesh, when you're going through it, when you're under the pressure, when you're in the office, you talking to your boss and they making you feel stupid, and they're making it seem like you're making an unwise decision and you're doing too much. All you gotta do is just take it. You're gonna get tempted. You're gonna, damn, I mean, everybody's looking at you, your coworkers like, yo, bro, you wilding, bro. So you're trying to kill people? What you trying to say? You know more than them? Come on, bro. Don't believe these conspiracy theorists. Come on, bro. You wilding, bro. Come on, come to your senses. It's not gonna be easy, but if you want that deliverance, you better do it. All right. It says other major news outlets have been publishing similar stories. This excerpt comes from a piece that was published by Reuters. Golston and 5 other health law experts said private companies in the U.S. have broad liberties to set health and safety standards, which would allow them to mandate potions as a condition of employment with some exceptions. It says it is almost as if there is a coordinated effort to make employers across the country aware that they can issue such mandates. So it's like they're telling you, hey, look, by the way, you do have the option to make it mandatory. Just saying. You know, just saying. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Also, we're not gonna fund you if you don't. So they hey man, they tightening it up, man. All right. Um. Oh yeah, let's read this part right here. It says, but now it appears that um the thing is going to be with us for quite a while. 'Cause basically with the flu and all that stuff, they could have done that, but they didn't need to, apparently. So they didn't. But now with this one being how different it is, it says, and some employers have already decided that they are going to make the potions mandatory for all employees. Says here, just a few months into the pandemic, Holly Smith had already made up her mind. She was not going to reopen her restaurant to diners until there was a potion. She just didn't think it was safe. When she heard the decision with her, when she shared the decision with her staff, they asked, "Would the potion be mandatory?" "Yes," she said, "it would be. I'm not going to open until I can indeed be sure that everyone on my staff has taken a potion," says Smith, uh, chef and owner of Cafe Juanita in Kirkland, Wash. The immediate people on the team, you've got to take care of them. If you don't take care of them, they cannot help you take care of the business. If some of her employees do not want to take the potion, they will be hitting the bricks. So now think about it. With how dire situations are now, what I mean, with so many people being laid off, so many people filing for unemployment, but yet the stimulus checks haven't come in yet. Now you're thinking, okay, damn, like if I lose this job, I'm really done. I'm on the verge of evictions because the moratoriums have now, they're gonna expire soon. So all these things are hitting you at once, and it's all testing you. You know, you're really, really under that temptation because now you're like, okay, all right, if I lose this, I could just file for unemployment. But what if they come out and say, hey, in order to keep filing for that unemployment, we got to have your records that you have that potion. So now you're stuck. You know, the Lord is going to make sure that your only option is either you trust in Him or you go with Esau, and it's going to be you do it all the way. That's how the Lord is going to make. You're going to have to make the decision, man. That's why it's an ultimatum. All right. And if you're able to stand by the decision of trusting in the Lord now, you're gonna be able to do it if you're of the elect when that chip comes out. It says uh and as I have detailed repeatedly in recent weeks, it is not easy to find another job in this economy. Okay. Yeah, so now let's get some scriptures. Uh Look at this. It says, as I have discussed previously, this entirely new class of such and such potions have never been tried before, and those that line up first to get the potion will be the guinea pigs. Oh, yes, they will. Yes, they will. All right. So now let's get a couple of precepts. This is the book of First Peter, chapter 4, verse 12. It says, "Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you." So this isn't something that you should, oh my gosh, where did this come from? You should have expected this. It goes into counting the cost. We told you from day one that at some point, all right, there's going to come a time when you're going to need to make a decision. You're going to need to have to unplug from this system. Okay. And yeah, it sounded so far away. It sounded like it will never come. Well, here it is. So don't think it's strange. This is expected. All right. And that's why, pursuant to Romans 14:5, it says, "One man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind." So when you came, you got to be fully persuaded in your mind that this is the truth and that you're willing to go all out, or you're going to break, man. You have to make the decision now, and you have to stand by it. You can't say, "I'm going to wait and make the decision then," because under so much pressure, you ain't going to make the right decision. You're not going to be thinking rationally. You're going to be thinking out of fear of consequence. So you got to make the decision now where you can weigh all the options and just go with it, man. And if you choose the other and you don't choose the Lord, you're going to be a two-time loser. All right? You're gonna go with this system for what? How long before the judgment comes? And you're gonna pay. All right? It's as simple as that, man. So hey, we all know what time it is, and we all know that we all gonna be tested in our own ways, But you want to make it on them chariots, man. You want the blessings, you want the kingdom, you want to go the first go around, you want to escape this destruction. Trust in the Lord. All right. So with that, I hope you were edified. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash. Until next time, Shalom.